Welcome back to 9 Eyewitness News.
At 365 miles long, Mammoth Cave in Kentucky is already 3 times longer than any other cave in the world.
300? That's unbelievable. Now 2 veteran explorers are predicting that it's going to reach 1,000 miles in this century. Roger Brucker and Jim Borden have co-authored a book called Beyond Mammoth Cave, A Tale of Obsession on the World's Longest Cave. Jim and Roger join us this morning. Gentlemen, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to be above ground?
Yes, we like it in the daylight.
How did you get interested in this cave?
Well, I was taken there at 8 years old and made a short trip, and I was fixed ever since and hooked.
Hooked?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
What about you?
And for me, I grew up reading Roger Brucker's books and got enthralled with coming down to the cave, and I was determined to get there.
Does it take a special kind of moxie to go climbing into a cave?
Well, you have to be naive at first, I think, and then secondly, willing to try anything. You generally go with somebody, and outdoor people generally like caving up to a point.
What do you learn from caving?
Well, it's you learn a lot about yourself. You learn about how the underground works, and you get to see things that nobody has ever seen before.
I would think that would be fascinating. Now, before you came on, our director gave me a phrase called cave black. What is that?
Cave black is the total absence of light. Now, we seldom see it because even at night when you go to bed, there are street lights coming in the windows and night lights and so on. Cave black can only be imagined by going into a cave and actually turning out the light for 20 or more minutes, and then you begin to see this.
Because you don't even have starlight as you would if
Absolutely
you were out in the forest.
It's got to be a little scary if the light goes out.
Well, it is scary, but what you do is you close your eyes. See, we all know how to close our eyes, and then suddenly the fear drains away.
Yes. All right, we know it's already 365 miles long. How do you know that it's still growing and is going to get to be more than that?
Well, every month we're exploring the cave still, and we find more cave, and there's lots of other caves in the area that aren't quite connected to Mammoth Cave, and one day they'll connect. And right now, if you added up everything in the area, it'd be like 600 miles of cave there, and we're finding cave every day.
What's your goal, to find the end of it?
Oh, I'll never find the end of it in my lifetime, but I guess my goal is partly reached in hooking together large pieces of that cave, and secondly, seeing that the exploration still goes on. I get a big kick out of people doing that.
What's the most fun, most unusual thing you've found in that cave?
Well, it's, I mean, the whole experience, but I think the most fascinating thing is going through a very long crawlway and finding these large walking passages that nobody's ever set foot in before, and seeing where they go. It's just one of the most exciting moments you can have underground.
I read a portion of this where somebody cleared out a bunch of debris into a new passage and stepped in and found footprints. That's going to be a little bit of a thrill.
That unnerves you a lot, and then you begin to think, how did they get in here, and see if we can discover how they did. Sometimes we can find out, sometimes it remains a mystery.
Have you found any bones of prehistoric animals, people, or anything like that?
Well, Mammoth Cave at 365 miles is explored for thousands of years by pre-Columbian Americans, and there's been a few mummies found in there that are, thousands of years old, but fortunately we don't find any cave explorers in there today.
No.
Yes, that's good.
Exploring a cave at the age of 72.
Yes, that's right.
Was it good genes, or do you do something special to train yourself for this?
I try to stay in shape. I go to the gym twice a week. Last fall, my wife and I rode our tandem bicycle across the United States on a self-contained tour.
Is that right?
From San Diego to St. Augustine. Adventure, I think, is what you make of it. It's a matter of mind rather than matter, and I know a lot of people are washed up at 30, and I don't intend to ever be washed up.
Wow,
well,
Roger, great.
The book is called Beyond Mammoth Cave, and it's fascinating if you want to know about caving.
Roger,
thank you both.
Jim, thank you both. Very exciting.
You can meet the authors of Beyond Mammoth Cave today at the National Museum of Natural History. That'll be at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and again tomorrow afternoon at 1.